Ladies and most gentlemen, welcome back to this series where we rewatch the reveal trailers from past BlizzCons. Today we're going to be looking at the Cataclysm reveal, but first we're going to talk about the sponsor of this video. So today's video is sponsored by scdkey.com. Now this website is a website you can use to buy software, Xbox and PS4 game cards, and PC games. Now today I'm going to show you how you can get Battle for Azeroth currently at 20% off on this website, and an extra 3% off when using my code. So all you're going to do is find Battle for Azeroth on the website. You can either search it at the top or find it on the homepage. You do buy now, and then you apply the code MM2, apply that, and there you go. That is the cheap price of $40.87. That goes down to about 32 British pounds, which is cheaper than most places, which is really great. And then you submit order, do it through PayPal, and then the key is emailed over to you, and it's really that simple. And yeah, thank you so much to SCDKey for sponsoring this video, and yeah, now on with the video. Okay, so now that's out of the way, we're going to check out this trailer. Now this is very, very important. I've said this every single video. Go and watch the trailer first. The link is in the description below this video. And yeah, go and watch it in full. It's 4 minutes 41 seconds. We're not going to watch the whole thing and then go back and do it, because this video is just going to be unnecessarily long. We're just going to go through it, pause it, talk about certain bits. I know there's not actually as much as the previous ones, like the TBC and the Wrath one, but this one has a few little bits which I think you already know are a bit weird. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the 2009 BlizzCon Cataclysm reveal.
As the terrible war against the Lich King continues, the proud defenders of Azeroth fight to secure a lasting peace. But there can be no peace when the world itself is devoured by rage.
That was like the coolest thing ever. I remember when this trailer first came out in 2009, I had my brother, who was playing WoW at the time, he was staying up for BlizzCon, and I had been out with my friends and stuff. So I come back a little bit drunk, and he told me about this expansion, and I'm like, that doesn't even sound real. I'm like, no way are they allowing us to fly in Azeroth and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, I was like, it just sounds ridiculous. I was like, there's no way they would go and rebuild the entire world from the ground up. That's like an unbelievable amount of work. And yeah, they actually did it. And this trailer is really cool, by the way. If you haven't seen it, as I said, go and watch it first.
An ancient evil has risen, determined to shake Azeroth to its foundation.
So much like the Wrath trailer, they only show specific zones. Now, I think one of them is Darkshore, another one is Hyjal, and another one is Desolate. I don't think... Oh, and the Barrens, of course. And I don't think they really show any others, like none of the rebuilt cities or anything like that. It's very, very funny with these reveal trailers what they actually do show. And I don't think at this point they actually had a model for Deathwing, because all you see is the concept art of his face. But that could have been intentional.
And the world will never be the same. As the elements battle for supremacy, Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms have been transformed.
Man, that's so funny. There's like this poor giraffe. He's just there and then suddenly gone. He's dead. He's been eaten by the lava.
Ancient lands have been torn asunder, unleashing widespread destruction. But newfound life has also awakened.
It's crazy to think, I actually only went to this new Desolate for the first time the other day to do the Centaur quest. It's so crazy. It's such a... I don't know, it's really not that much different. There's only like a tree in the middle and a few other bits, but nothing really like significant. It's kind of strange, really.
New conflicts erupt as old enemies vie for control of the world's diminished resources. At the heart of the ocean, the maelstrom churns endlessly. Many islanders of the Great Sea have been driven from their homes, seeking sanctuary from the relentless upheaval.
This is really weird. The goblin, I don't play a goblin. I haven't really played one. So I know that pretty much looks like the one that we have now, but that female looks really, really off. Is that actually what they look like? They kind of look like dead behind the eyes. Like, you see them again in a couple seconds. It just looks really, really strange. But yeah, I don't play a goblin female, and nor do anyone else really. But yeah, I don't know. Is it still like that? It's really odd looking.
These scattered refugees find themselves shipwrecked.
Like that. Like, look at that. That is... There's something seriously weird going on with that. I don't know.
On the Lost Isles, locked in battle against an unfamiliar enemy. But in their hour of greatest need, the goblins of Kazan have found new allies in the Horde.
As a vanilla player, having goblin and a playable race was like the pipe dream of for me personally. I never actually... It's so funny, they came along and I never made one. But it was so crazy to think like that back then they could support gear back in vanilla. So like all these like undocumented servers and stuff had all these like playable goblins and whatnot, and then it actually came and happened in the Cataclysm, which is just mental. The more crazy one is obviously the Alliance race. Now we'll get to that when we see it in a second.
As destruction engulfs the far corners of the world, the Grey Mane Wall, the fortified entrance to the human kingdom of Gilneas, has been shattered. Yet, those who were once human have become something more. As the vile Forsaken march south into Gilneas, an ancient ally resurfaces to bring the savage Worgen into the Alliance.
So, this was just mental. This was one of the things when my brother told me, I was like, absolutely not. Because before Cataclysm, the Worgen were just this crazy, rampant, humanoid race that just are like around Darkshore and Sylphine Forest and stuff. They were never really... Honestly, never one that, like, for people to say, oh yeah, I wish that was a playable race, not like the goblins. And then they came in, and they put the gear on them, and they made them look badass. And honestly, they killed it. They did a really good job with it, and I love Worgens. I think they're fantastic. And honestly, I'm very, very excited for the new models for the goblins and the Worgens. I think the Worgens more so. I think they're going to make them look absolutely incredible, especially with some of the art assets they've been pulling out during BFA. So that's going to be super exciting. But yeah, just... crazy. Like, honestly, like, for me, the Worgens were always just this like ravaging race that would never be playable, kind of like a Murloc, for example, something like that, which is just crazy, and it actually happened.
As the world teeters on the brink, and the mortal struggle for dominance turns to one of mere survival, the world's champions have adapted to new paths of glory.
Damn, Tauren Paladins. That is... It's so funny. This is like, what? Like 9 years old? I still consider Tauren Paladins to be new. Like a new thing. I don't know. Anyone else? Let me know in the comments if you still think... Like, you still refer to the Cataclysm world as the new world, or Tauren Paladins as a new thing. It just seems really strange to me.
Standing vigilant against those who would devour civilization. And venturing boldly into the unearthed, forgotten bastions of antiquity.
I don't remember a Drake looking like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't remember that. So it says hundreds of new quests, but surely with the entire world revamped, it's gotta be thousands, surely. Like, there was over 1,000 quests in, like, Eastern Kingdoms and stuff before the Cataclysm, so surely... I don't know why they said hundreds. I would have... If they said thousands, that would have been pretty, you know, it sounds a bit better, but... I guess they went with hundreds, but it's definitely more than hundreds. Especially with, like, the other zones as well, Hyjal, Uldum, and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh boy. So this was kind of interesting. It never actually happened, obviously. You know, if you've played after Cataclysm, half the times it's just not a thing. The interface is very, very similar to AZEROTH armor, which is kind of interesting. It took that long to kind of use that interface. I really don't know what it was. I kind of am tempted to go back to BlizzCon and see it, like, and watch some of the panels and see what they actually said about it, because honestly, I don't remember anything specific about this system. I really don't. I don't know. Do you guys know anything about it? It's such a mystery to me. I think it was like a kind of player inside, like, progression similar to like the Artifact system or the AZEROTH system and stuff like that, but I just don't think it ever happened. It was so crazy, considering how, like, prominent it is in the trailer.
The world has been broken. A new age has begun. The Alliance and Horde can only cling to hope. Deathwing has returned.
So that was a cool trailer. As I said, I don't think they had a Deathwing model, but to be honest, I mean, they probably didn't need one. That works just fine. I did notice though, in pretty much every pitch, every zone they show, there is basically no NPCs. Like, especially in these dungeons, like, there's NPCs all around there, and that's funny. And then I noticed as well, when it said new monsters, they didn't bring a new Trog model into the game until Legion, I don't think. And I really don't know what that is. That just looks really super sad. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these ended up looking different in game, but very strange. But yeah, overall, I mean, fantastic trailer. I was really hyped when it happened. Obviously, the expansion ended up being a bit meh. But overall, pretty cool. Let me know below, guys, what you thought of this trailer, if you think it was a good expansion in general as well, if you enjoyed your time there. I saw a lot of comments on this video in particular, saying that Cataclysm was their favorite expansion and stuff, so yeah, I mean, I enjoyed some of it, but some of it was a little bit too much for me. But yeah, that is all we got time for today, guys. We might look at the Pandora one. If you want to see me do the Pandora one at some point, let me know down below. And yeah, before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to our amazing patrons and YouTube sponsors and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome. And if you'd like to support the channel in that way, links are all down below. So leave a like on this video if you'd like to, and subscribe if you haven't. I also have a partner Discord channel and a merch store, and I've just started streaming over on Twitch, so if you want to join the Twitch channel, all the links to those are down in the description below this video. And with that, I'll see you next time.